Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back once again to break down now the newest updates in the game because we can actually preview what it's going to be costing now in terms of the race to 105 now that that milestone is actually live in game. So let me just double check here. Doesn't look like the strike pass is actually updated yet, so make sure you guys watch for this later on. I am saving all these objectives to get a head start on that. But yeah, if you look at the milestones here, we have mental mastery in the preview state, and we also now have the race to level 105, which by the way, is going to be housing the free Omega Red Stars Phoenix Force variant. This is how you're going to be achieving his Red Stars if you are actually hoping to get his along later on as well from the Escape from Killing event at the end of the month. So, as you can see, the avatar is not even in the game files yet. That's why there's a little bit of a disruption there. There likely will be an update here in regards to the avatar and profile picture. But in the meantime, though, we can actually see how the scoring looks now in terms of what you'll be needing to do in order to achieve his red stars, and how free to play friendly it's going to be, and what that's going to look like in terms of a gold cost for those of you budgeting and previewing like myself. So milestone 1, you can see the 1 Omega red star right there. You do see that there's also these mega gold orbs actually sprinkled throughout the milestone as well, so I do appreciate that. There's crimson gear. We see the second red star at milestone 4. There's a third red star right there at milestone 9. And then it goes top down all the way, right? There's more resources being added, but it actually, yes, it does go all the way down to 7 red. So this is going to be a pretty big spending event for dolphins and whales, for those that just want to push all the way to the max, as they're hoping to get this red star earlier on, take advantage of obviously a limited time epic character. Now, having said that, how hard is this going to be? What's going to be my target personally, with me being free to play? And obviously, I want to maximize what I can in the coming weeks here. I do want to point out, we don't actually know yet the duration of this event. So maybe actually it's in the inbox here. We can double check that. But that's obviously going to be detailed and give us a time frame here of how long we actually have to push through this event. Obviously, the longer the time frame, the more flexibility there's going to be. So last time, I think it was close to 30-40 days, so I'm just going to go by that estimate as well. And then if you do hit the scoring here, this is how you're going to be breaking down what the math is going to be, right? If you bring up a bio character to level 101, you can see that's worth 100 points. Now, keep in mind, you can only do this for the max of 10 characters per level. So there's bio for all the traits, right? There's bio, mutant, skill, tech, and as well as mystic characters. So obviously, the higher the level, the more points. Getting these characters to level 105 actually is going to be the maximal effort. But what I do like is that there's actually leveling up characters past level 100 is going to give you 0 points. So just remember that this is not going to be mindful and meaningful to obviously the point total. It's really going to be any of those characters beyond 101 to 105, and then again the limit of 10 characters. Now, what we can take advantage of obviously is there's characters that have dual traits. There's characters that can obviously double dip. If you bring up 5 of them, they can count as 10. So that's what we can actually min-max here in terms of bringing up. But let's cross that out for now, and let's talk about the math in terms of what's actually going to be possible for you to play, because that's what I'm sure you guys are all interested in wondering, or you can do your own calculation as well. But what I think personally is going to be achievable is likely going to be this 3 red stars right here, for a couple of things. It's achievable because of the balance between what's going to be possible for us leveling up characters in the given time frame that this event is running for. It's at 13,000 points. Why I don't think the red 4 here is possible is because 27,000 points almost doubles what we need actually at the 3 red. So that's why my math I'm going to show you, it's going to stop at 3 red, because the moment it jumped from 13,000 to the 27,000, it's a very significant step up that you'll either need to level up your commander level to 104 or 105, which I don't think is going to be possible in the month or so that we have. I think what's going to be realistic is level 103, maybe 104 if you have hoarded a lot of energy like myself, and your core refreshing every single day with the additional energy. I think that's going to be possible. But in the meantime, my analysis will then factor in that the 3 red's likely going to be the free-to-play limit max. So now let's break it down. What I've shown here, and you can see it's not a conclusive summary, because I'm going to assume that most of us likely won't get to 104 or 105. What's going to be possible is likely 102 and 103. And you can see it broken down in terms of what we'll be achieving from an Omega Red Stars opportunity, right? At 500 points at the 1 red, 3,200 points gives us a 2 red. 13,000 points gives us the 3 red. And even at the first one with 500 points, everyone's going to be able to achieve this because you only need 5 characters at 101 or 2 characters up to 102. And remember, this doesn't double dip on the fact that there's going to be dual traded characters that we can utilize, right? So realistically, you only need 1 character actually up to level 103 to easily get that milestone. So that's going to be a freebie. That's a free Omega Red star for everyone in the community. Everyone's going to be able to hit this 500 points, no problem. Now, next up, 3,200 points is a little bit trickier because you're going to be essentially needing level 102 commander to maximize this better. I'm sure most of us don't want to level 32 characters to level 101. Not only is that more costly in terms of training resources, but it just doesn't really make economical sense when you're trying to maximize the value of future characters that you can utilize. And there's only so many useful characters in the meta anyways, right? So realistically, 10 characters at level 102 or 5 characters at 103, even less when you use the dual traits. And if you by the off chance do land level 104, it's only going to take 2.5 characters. So it's actually really good. Obviously, the faster and higher level that you have, the easier this is going to be, right? Now, this is kind of where it gets really difficult, is that 13,000 points, Omega Red, 3 stars. It's not really possible if you're just focused on 101 characters because you can only maximize 40 characters in total. So that's why it's not applicable. But if you do get to commander level 102, it takes about roughly 40 characters, which is probably going to be more realistically 30 characters, 30 or so, if you double dip on some of the dual trait characters. So that's something else to be mindful of, which it's going to be quite hard, right? That's why I think the limit is going to be 3 red stars, only if you hit commander level 103, because that only takes about 19 characters. And remember, 5 Spire Society characters can count as 10, so that's realistically more like 14, 15 characters, and even easier if you get to level 104. I do have the relative gold cost for you guys as well, so in case you're trying to budget here, for commander levels 101, it's going to cost a little less than 2 million gold. If you want to bring a character from level 100 to 102, it's going to be roughly 3.6 million gold per character. 5.7 to 103, and then 8 million gold if you do actually get to 104. So just to give you a bit of kind of insight in terms of what you'll be costing. So if you want to get the 13,000 points at Omega 3 red stars, it's going to roughly take about 19 characters at 103. If it's a 19 characters, that's going to be the math there of just, calculating, just spitballing here. 19 times by 6. It's going to be close to north of 100 million gold. So just something for you to be mindful of there. But that's kind of the estimates there based on what we've seen in past trends. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. But personally, I'm going to be hunting for the Omega Red 3 stars at that 19 character mark. But obviously, if I use my Spire Society, it is going to be less than that. So that's one of my game plans, going to be free to play. And I do believe that's going to be achievable in the next month here. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If anything's wrong with my math, obviously simple here, but I do think it's going to be a good opportunity to push for this, especially since this is a limited time event for red stars for Omega Red. Thank you for your time as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.